I never really understood what the gospel message was until I was invited to a Bible study when I was 30 years old. And it was during that time that I for the first time, learned about tithing. There was just one little problem. I hadn't worked. I was a stay-at-home mom, so I had no salary. And my husband wasn't a believer. And I was, of course, praying for my husband all the time for his salvation. One day we got the news that he was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And it didn't take long for his heart to soften, and he knew that he needed God in his life. And after that, I kind of thought like, oh, it's just a matter of time before, my husband receives the message about tithing. But he didn't. Just about 1 month before he died, he pulled me aside to have the little financial talk that he knew I needed to have. And he was real frank with me, and he told me, bottom line is that in a year from now, you're going to have to either sell the house or go get a job. And so we moved forward, and my husband did pass away. And 3 weeks after he died, I got a phone call from an investment company that held our investments, and I was told that our investment advisor had embezzled every single penny. I called my friends, I called my parents, I called everybody I knew to say, what do I need to do? What can I do? And everybody said, don't pay any bills that you don't have to pay, and certainly don't give any money away. And I just knew immediately in my heart that was the wrong thing. I just knew that I couldn't do that, because for the first time in my life, I'm going to tithe my treasure. And as time, the little baby steps I took along the way, got the house sold, I got the car sold, got a job, and ended up meeting with the IRS and had a very frank interrogation on our finances. And they were doing an investigation, of course, on the embezzlement. But I just kept going one day at a time. I got a phone call from my attorney 10 months later telling me that I was not going to receive the amount of money that we'd hoped that I would receive from the settlement, but I was going to receive 3 times the amount of money that we'd hoped I would receive. And as you can imagine, I just gave all the glory to God.